calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready?
Jackson now off the bootleg. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. First down, Love to pass. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw now, here's Love. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A little football 1-on-1 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Love's throw going to be taken in by Cole. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
On play action, Love to throw. Connects with Cole again. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Love now. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Gay's kick is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
20 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and down the field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Love.
He's got Cole on the slant.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Love's throw taken in by Collins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Love looking to throw it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And now out comes Houston.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down, going to the air with Love. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Now Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
from the 22. Love. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Love. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans are once again back in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10 to 7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now here come the Ravens. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 7. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Taking it about the 16. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Love from the gun on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Love's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing, Love. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this one is incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Jackson now. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And here comes the Texans now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the 39, Love. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Love's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Here we go.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. And moving down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw is Jackson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Let's take it inside his own 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Love now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Here's Love. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Patrick Queen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens, first down.
Now it's Jackson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
Jackson.
And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens have taken a fourth quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So now the Texans down by 4. Less than 90 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Love. Into the hands of Cooks. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Love looking to throw. It's complete to Cole.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Here's Love. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.